I'm reading for Clifford Hansen, Wyoming. Clifford Hansen, Wyoming. Archangel Michael, please protect me as I channel this energy currently for Clifford Hansen, Wyoming. Please show me the energy for Clifford Hansen, Wyoming. Current energy. Imprisonment of the gifted. Assassinations and burials in the wooded areas that are my home. My native home where they drugged and poisoned us. Using our own healing rituals against us, these serial killers. Clifford Hansen is covering up homicides. Clifford Hansen, Wyoming has a timeline issue with covering up homicides of my royal bloodline with the head of the Cherokee. Please show me Clifford Hansen's current energy. I came back out, I can't make it up. You're trying to distract the world because you're on a timeline issue, because you're needing to commit a homicide against my child, against my grandmother's royal grandchildren and great-grandchildren. I would be one of her children. You know, the sole beneficiary. Show me Clifford Hansen. Yes. Clifford Hansen has claimed that I have mental health issues. Yes. And those are really my gifts, my intuition as an alien. That might explain why we're being targeted and being marriage trafficked by the government. Clifford Hansen, Wyoming, you were contracted by the government to kill myself, my bloodline, and my children. And then claim that we have mental health issues. We want revenge for these government contracts that you no longer can be the devil in. Because you're in debt to the devil and you're angry about it. You're in debt to Gaia. You're in debt to both. But there's only one. You're trapped. The same way you have us trapped. Only thing is that we're not of Hades, Satan, or any of that nature. Clifford Hansen, Wyoming. You're evil. And you're trapped. The Hansen family in Wyoming, you're all trapped for illegally trafficking me and my alien family. You're all reptilians, and you're in a meeting currently with these Democrats about a homicide over my child and trafficking for greed. At the landfills is where their bodies lay. That's where you assassinate and dismember royalty and throw them and go and bill it to insurance in these secret societies that claim to be of royalty and healing, but they're out here committing assassinations and throwing us in the landfills and burning us alive, having beach bonfires, doing fire and water rituals to siphon our healing, to destroy evidence of the bodies that they've accrued at the river. We're alive, we're not missing. This is the narrative that they've been running with. We're not missing, we're just in landfills. And they have to account for this, all these secret societies. The world order is no longer working to commit treason out of jealousy over my bloodline.
At 10 in the morning, you
Because they see that this is all wrong.
3 hours or something, or
They were listening to
5 hours, right?
elders that were frauds, claiming that they were of my bloodline and they're not.
So like, you're getting a full like at 10, like you stayed for like only like 6 hours long, or 5.
There's a witness at my cabin in Denver. That would be Jose, child, parent. You know, that Clifford Hansen out here is fake dating. I'm in the middle of a reading. So. Clifford Hansen, Wyoming. Yes, you've been dating and faking your deaths out here in my property. Jose is witness, and so is his daughter. That you've been fake dating and sending your children to fake date to take her out. Confirmation with the horn. To steal the hidden keys and fake your death. But you're at a crossroads because I'm a witness and so are they. And so is my child. I'm trying to tell you they're at a crossroads with these deaths for greed and they've fired for all these double fakes that they've purchased with these life insurance policies. But they've cashed in before finishing the job. Should have made sure we were dead. Now they're struggling to keep this top secret. All this weird science outside with the military in my underwater empire that belongs to my family in secret at the mountains in Denver. They have a portal where they use bioweapons in our homes, these cults, these home cults. They use bioweapons that have phone farms. And have meth labs that they attribute from these trap homes. Yes. I'm bringing in justice for my grandmother, my mother, myself, the women in my lineage, the shamans, high priestesses, the natives, the Cherokee. They gotta clean up. All the power supply and crypto they've gathered from these fake-ass parental figures and the affluent and these Epstein parties in Arizona and at Jeffrey Epstein's ranch, and then they throw out government-controlled media to cover it up. You know, these Democrats and these Republicans are using government-controlled media to cover it up, while the Democrats are secretly having a meeting about trafficking currently and assassinating, sending us royal lineage to the landfill to continue on in this disaster, even though they've been told that they must let us go. These Republican families, along with these child porn stars, these fake-ass celebrities, these fake-ass affluents that have created natural disasters with the Epsteins and Ghislaine Maxwell. All these child burials and these accidents they've been using as secret weapons for life insurance policies. Clifford Hansen, all that AI that was bought in order to purchase these clones to cover up their murders and these breakups, where their breakups are early homicides and chopping children up. These false flag imprisonments at the end of the road. All out of egotism. Well, imprisonment is real. There was nothing that I said that is a lie about these imprisonments that made them happy. Clifford Hansen, and they're in fear because they've been caught on surveillance. Lying about these imprisonments. They've been caught on surveillance. I have been caught on surveillance telling the truth about these imprisonments. Yes, I've been telling the truth about these imprisonments that they've caught on surveillance on myself, on Jose, and our children, the people of Gaia. Their blackmail is Gaia in this Pizzagate. With my family, my royal lineage, my grandmother's royal militant children, all in the wooded areas for these Pizzagates for power over our gifts, which they felt were a success with their partners in crime in these neighborhoods, these serial killers in these neighborhoods that have been working with their accomplices that were successful, that now must attune to everything that they've killed for. And they can't run away, they can't travel anywhere, because these are body doubles that Elon is working to eliminate, and it's all over social media. This is what they do for work. The Epsteins, the Bushes, the Bezos, the Musks, the Perrys, the Osteens, the Jakes. This is what they do. They work for crimes of passion, which they commit homicide and dismember those and call it suicide. And then they go and throw you off the side of the boat, off the cruise boat, off of Jeffrey Epstein's boat to commit fraud. But not after they claim that it was suicide. Them using bioweapons, mind control, deep state to put these militant kids out and then toss them off the boat and claim that it was them, that they did this on their own. Why would they rob themselves? It looks real crazy out here. Y'all claim that I was dead, that Jose was dead, that our kids was dead, but you out here cashing checks on dead people, dead children. What do you look like? Who's more crazy out this bitch? The motherfucker telling the lie, right? We're from outer space, but we ain't thieves, baby. Y'all been siphoning our energy, our holy water. You've been doing rituals, water rituals, over my militant children. And then you go down the wormhole, come back and do it through my grandparents' vessels and their grandchildren, which is a war that you started on. All these false militant families forging our identities. I'm the sole beneficiary. Motherfuckers better got some shit to say, gotta say to me. All these strangulations are horrible. that came out. All this BDSM on these freak-offs on these boats, and all these strangulations, all these dismemberments, all these homicides, children chopped up and tossed off the boat, fresh off the boat, right? They sad now for all these dismemberments and organized crimes, and they're angry about it. Clifford Hansen, Wyoming, is communication about the hidden keys that belong to me, and the timeline issue in this kidnapping, in this intergalactic travel. I find Clifford Hansen and the Hansen family from Wyoming all guilty of death to my bloodline that they hid us. They are to, Clifford Hansen and the Hansens are to attain the death penalty. They are never to reincarnate on this planet or any other planet in the cosmos. Archangel Michael, return Clifford Hansen and the Hansen family back through the wormhole, back to their place of non-existence. Archangel Michael, destroy Clifford Hansen and the Hansen family to ash in the name of Gaia. So mote it be. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. And thou shalt manifest in 72 hours in the name of Yeshua. And so it is, indefinitely, immediately, imminently. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.